And welcome back, folks, to a new game. We're going to be playing Policenauts on the Sega Saturn. This has a translation patch, so we should be good. I don't think it was released in North America, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't been released. Anyways, Policenauts, it's an adventure game, very anime, very buddy cop as well, so it should be a lot of fun. I know chat really enjoys their adventure games, so yeah. Let's go. Let's see if we got any RAM. Oh, that sounds familiar. Why Saturn? I have no idea. Oh, it's made by Kojimbo. Supposedly it's like the sequel or spiritual sequel to Snatcher. Enjoy the show.
(2010 年人類初のスペースコロニービヨンドコーストが完成し、人類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された。2013年コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い、数十万の移住者たちの治安を守るため、俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が選抜された。イギリス・スコットランドヤードからゲイツ・ベッカー、日本の警視庁からジョセフ・貞興徳川、アメリカ・ニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレ・トスカニーニ、そしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン。世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは
The world's elite
飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれた。
What truly happened on the space colony 25 years later. Konami presents a Hideo Kojimbo game. We got the retro wave fully in gear. Who do we have to thank for this masterpiece? Someone who has his game has finished in the last month. So, can't be Freeport. He's got the Dark Stalkers. What is this riddle stream? His name contains many letters. Someone who rhymes with Bazura? Possibly. Prologue, home.
俺はジョナサン・イングラム。30年前、スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストでポリスノーツとして働いていた。もっとも、エンプス事故で宇宙をさまよっていた俺には、わずか数年前のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。妻や友人、仕事、何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。
Left everything behind.
あの事故で過去を失った俺は、この汚れた街オールド LA で
I'm a private eye. Private eye what?
幼児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕などやばい依頼ばかりだ。だが俺みたいな過去をなくした男にはそんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。
I'm not reading that on stream. Are you crazy? You're gonna get Oyaji filled.
さて、依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。この部屋には俺の過去を示すものがたくさんある。前方の壁には新聞の切り抜きや写真が。机の上にはあいつとの写真。どれも記憶の空白を埋めるものばかりだ。
Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh, we got a little cursor. Hello. It's a beer can. It's empty. They used to use aluminum for cans before, but these ones are made from biodegradable plastic. These are Muslims? The only cigarettes in the world that still give off secondary smoke. I don't like the pure bent cigarettes you get today. Why is there an asterisk on everything? These are mixed cigarettes, part conventional, part bent. Bent cigarettes are cigarettes that don't produce any secondary smoke, which you light simply by breaking off the end. I say light, there's no actual fire involved. They work off a chemical reaction. Even the leaves are specially processed. They don't give off any smoke or ash and make a room more pleasant, but they're not my thing. The only brand I touch now is Muslims. The photo of me and Lorraine at Lucas World. Why is there an asterisk?
俺のワイフ。それも過去のことだ。俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。今では他人のワイフだ。
She's someone else's wife
日
now.
本人とアメリカ人との2世。あいつにはどこか神秘的なところがあった。
Lorraine was a student at UCLA. We met after her place got broken into. I was a cop fresh out of the academy. December 24th, 2008. Our first Christmas together. I still got the watch she gave me. One of those radio-controlled Asterix types. It was state of the art for the time. Still hard to believe it's been 30 years. You look pretty young, not gonna lie. So our character must be like 40, 50. This is me and Lorraine on our wedding day. I was still a cop here in LA. Lorraine dropped out of UCLA after we got engaged. Lorraine was like an angel in her wedding dress. I remember discovering right before the ceremony that my rental tux didn't fit. I originally had a black tuxedo. In those days, my life revolved around my job and Lorraine. If I remember right, Lorraine threw the bouquet right after this was taken. I still don't know how Ed ended up catching it. Ed's in a couple of pictures on the wall. Ed? It's a newspaper article from when I was rescued from the EMPS survival ball 2 years ago. I spent 25 years inside this thing waiting to be found. 25 years? I've had cosmophobia ever since. Just can't go back out there anymore. 25 years? A picture of me taken when I was Policenaut. The headline reads, 25-year-long lost voyage. Policenaut Ingram's miraculous return. Policenaut Jonathan Ingram, presumed dead after an accident during a spacewalk in an EMPS prototype 25 years ago, has been rescued by the unmanned exploration vessel Propaganda. His miraculous survival is being attributed to the fact that he transferred himself into a life pod at the time of the accident and remained in cold sleep the entire time. He's gaining attention as a living example of the effects of 25 years of cold sleep on the human body. It took over a year for my muscles to return back to normal after I got back. Jeez. I'll read some of the article. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Tarthur. Much appreciated. This was a relatively small article in the corner of a newspaper. This is a picture from when I was in the LAPD. Me and my partner Ed were always together. Why the jazz?
俺の人生で最も信用できる親友であり、良きパートナーだった。
Original characters, yeah. A replica of my badge from then is sitting on my desk. March 12th, 2010. Me and Lorraine were a happy husband and wife. I was in narcotics at the time. I was reckless with a pretty short fuse. He and Ed had been good friends since the academy. We were a well-known team in narcotics. Ed was in the bomb squad before he joined narcotics. There was a lot of terrorist activity back then. Oh, those terrorists. Check out the gun. This is my gun, a Beretta 92F. I've had her since I was a cop. She's a bona fide recoil gun, equipped with a laser sight. I use special 10-round magazines with armor-piercing rounds. But I don't carry so I can go around shooting everything in sight. She's strictly for protection. She saved my ass I don't know how many times. Ed used to make fun of me for the way I treated my old one. This is a replica of the badge I had in the LAPD. So much smokes. This is an ashtray I stumbled across at an antique store. It wasn't easy finding one of these. You don't need an ashtray for bent cigarettes after all. The butts are starting to overflow. I guess I should empty it. Yeah, you should. It's a half-empty can of beer. The only beer most people can't afford anymore is this imitation beer. Everything has an asterisk. Sucks knowing how good the real thing is. Yeah, that's true. A crumpled piece of paper. It's a note from an old case. I'm not sure when it was. I had it stuck to the phone. My desk is a total mess, come to think of it. It would be nice if I could hire an assistant or something. But it doesn't look like anyone's up for working at a place like this. What's on my desk currently? I have my wallet, one empty water bottle, one full water bottle, a glass cup, a mouse, packet of saltines, and 2 controllers. Oh no. All right, let's look at the phone. It's a video phone with a built-in video phone asterisk with a built-in printer, though I've disabled outgoing video. Most of my cases come in over the phone. Clients don't particularly like meeting up in person. Can you handle the flavor of saltines? No, actually. I've only spoken to Ed once since I was rescued. Using satellite lines still cost an arm and a leg. Not like I can just call Beyond anytime I want. Because we're in retro wave. Basically, everything is 90s colors. Or was it 80s? I think it's 80s. I should check the machine. Maybe there's a call from someone with a case. Who leaves a message at a wrong number? The water mafia. Let's crack open a cold one with the boys. Yeah, I'm a lame-o. Tell me something new. Watch your back. No one's calling for a case. So many messages.
間違い電話とはバカにしてる。やっぱり事件の依頼は入ってないか。
No cases. I guess we can have a beer. Better have some before it gets warm. Ugh, nothing but bad memories. This leads to the building's fire escape. You always got to make sure your ass is covered with a good old plan B in this line of work. Cabinets are filled with information on past cases and clients. They're not exactly a pleasant read, but the papers inside are worth their weight in gold. Who would do that, Wick? Who would do that? This is an investigation report to a client, though I haven't gotten very far with it. Another child kidnapping, but my negotiations with the kidnappers failed. Couldn't save the child. He's probably already been cut apart and his organs trafficked to buyers. Sorry, kid. Damn. That's a little rough. Whoopsie. Model of the Beyond. It made it for me. There's a newspaper article about the Beyond up on the wall, I think. Well, actually, let's save. Have a smoke? No. No smoking allowed. This is a Brady oil lighter. They're the manufacturer of the only lighter still in production. You don't need lighters or matches for today's bent cigarettes. First monitor material? Hot damn. Don't have anything to do outside. It's still early. I'll wait here for that client to show. Guess we'll have more beer. I might as well finish it. Honestly, thought it couldn't get any worse than space food, but there you go. Now what? It's a newspaper article about my accident that occurred during the EMPS spacewalk outside Beyond. It was written close to 25 years before the one about my rescue. The headline reads, EMPS prototype malfunctions, Policenaut Ingram missing. Newspaper article written at the time of the Beyond Coast completion. It was written just 3 years before the article about the EMPS accident. Was it really an accident? Well, that's the question, right? You hate to see a case end like this. Yeah. This is a pen I got when I was in the LAPD. The mayor gave it to me along with the award on the wall. It's a pretty nice pen for the time. It's a piece of paper with information on the client. I've been asked to look for their 4-year-old son. These are the only kinds of cases I've been getting lately. You just don't see many ransom kidnappings nowadays. It's safer for the kidnappers to quickly sell off the victim's organs to organ buyers, and they're guaranteed to see a return that way too. Got a bad feeling about this one. Oh man. I'm way behind on my bill. I keep expecting to get cut off any day now. I see the water company hasn't forgotten about me either. Been nothing but junk lately. There's a newspaper article reporting on the success of the first manned mission to Mars. I took part in it while undergoing my Policenauts training. It was written 2 years after the article about the Beyond's completion. Paper of the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent States. Picture of me encountering a Mars rover on the surface. It was called Rocky. It was sent to Mars with the Mars 96 mission. 4 astronauts, among them Policenaut Jonathan Ingram of the collaborative Mars project between Russia, Japan, and the United States, touched down on the Red Planet yesterday. This new chapter in space history comes 40 years after man first set foot on the moon. I was given this award by the mayor back when I was a cop. He and Ed were a well-known team in LAPD. I'm sick of looking at papers. I don't feel like opening it right now. Oh. Well, what do we got left to do? Filing cabinet. Maybe I'll try putting a job ad at the paper. Is it smoking time? Oh, there we go. I'll hold off for now. I just had one a few minutes ago. Besides, I'm running low as it is. Oh man, can't even smoke? I doubt anyone else uses this kind of gun in the 21st century and everything. With the birth of the colony age, nearly all guns are now lift guns. People don't use recoil guns in weightless environments for obvious reasons. But her, she's a part of me. These days I have to go all the way to the edge of town in order to order the rounds. Why is this so real to me? The supposed LAPD police badge. Ancient history now. Meaningless decoration, really. A Brady lighter. Okay, well, we drank the beer. We don't want to smoke. They only sell them through direct order now, so they aren't as easy to get a hold of as before. We want to go outside? Looks like the sun's just about gone. Haven't got anywhere else to go. This is where I spend most of my time. These are just about the only pictures I have left. I suppose I can pass the time with them. Look at us, young and in love. She was so naive. The things she'd do sometimes. I guess keeping you and your ex-wife's wedding photos around might be considered unusual, especially when she's moved on. In those days, my life revolved around my job in Lorraine. Better days. I'm down to my last pack. Funnel of the Beyond. What of me and Ed. LAPD building. My life felt so complete. Look at me, full of confidence. I'm like a totally different person. We stayed close when we were Policenauts too. I haven't seen him since my accident. I'll give Ed another call if my next case turns out well. This photo was taken to commemorate the selection of the Policenauts. 5 officers out of all the world's police organizations were chosen and trained. We were called the Original Cops, after Project Mercury's original 7. We're wearing ejection escape suits here. These are obsolete now. Is this game just the same screen? Yeah. It's just an old man talking about his life and how everything has gone to past. Just reflecting on his memories. Oh, it's not every stream. Back then, everyone thought the orange colored suits were cool. That said, he was chosen out of the LAPD along with me. He looks thinner here compared to the LAPD picture. That's Salvatore Ascanini. He came from the NYPD, apparently. He resigned from Beyond Coast Police over 10 years ago. I was absolutely ecstatic, but Lorraine, she was against me going in space. Then when I went to Mars, that's when we started to drift apart. That's Joseph Tadaoki Tokugawa. He came from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in Japan. He is now head of the Tokugawa Group. That's Gates Becker. He came from Scotland Yard in the UK. I heard he's risen pretty high up through the ranks of Beyond Coast Police. Lucky flea. What did I do?
今日は運がいい。こんな早い時間に客が来るとは。どうぞ。鍵はかかっていない。
Wait, you can check the asterisks?
ジョナサン、久しぶり。
ロレイン。
Lorraine? Ex-wife?
そう。私よ、ジョナサン。28年ぶりね。
今頃どうして？
私、おばさんになったでしょ？あなたは変わらないわ。
I could probably pass for your mother.
ロレイン、なぜ今になって俺のところに？
許してもらおうなんて思ってないわ。厚かましいのも分かってる。でも頼れる人がいないの。あなたしか。
何があったんだ？
助けてほしいの。私の夫が大変
I
な。
don't expect you to forgive me.
わかった。
She remarried because she thought you were dead. I don't think that's a problem.
いいえ、ここで結構よ。あなたにこんな姿見られたくはないもの。
じゃあロレイン、いや依頼人さん、とにかく話だけでも聞こうか。
It looks like boxer shorts. Is that an L's? It cost a fortune here. Yeah, but this one's a little old. They're all the rage here on home, too. L's changes the design of its bag every year and produces it in limited numbers, then destroys production material. Why? I can't go watch the asterisk. There's no option for that. How would you feel if you went missing for 25 years and I started watching another Twitch streamer? I mean, it's understandable. If I was gone 25 minutes, then I'd be pissed. I'd be real pissed. That's why they're so expensive, is it? Jonathan, don't look at me now. I'm 55 now. You look 45. No doubt about it, it's really her. Please don't look at me that way. I want you to remember me the way I was when we were together. Stop being so vain. Nice coat you got. Yeah, I guess. We do all right. You're best not wandering around this area dressed like that. That necklace couldn't have been cheap. Yeah, it's pearl. I thought it wasn't easy getting hold of pearls on Beyond. That's right. They haven't had any success with altering pearls there, and the number produced here continues to drop every year. They could never afford all these luxuries. They're not that expensive, at least not for us. Okay. Lorraine? Yeah? Ask about a request. Why don't we get to it then?
で、君の夫がどうしたって？
夫の北条健三が3週間前、会社に出かけたきり行方不明なの。会社や警察に問い合わせても誰も取り合ってくれないの。
Oh, thanks, Mike.
嫌な予感がするの。何かあったに違いないわ。
蒸発とかじゃ？
蒸発なんて考えられない。この地球ならともかく、コロニーで行方不明だなんて、きっと何かの事件に。
脅迫みたいなものは？
いえ、何も。まるで神隠しにあったみたい。
金目当ての誘拐ではなさそうだ。
Ask about her family. Have any kids, Lorraine? I have a daughter. Her name is Karen. Ask about her daughter. Where does your daughter live? Karen is a news anchor on Beyond. A news anchor, huh? She's pretty famous there. Ask about the Beyond. What's Beyond like these days? Beyond's different. A lot different. You wouldn't recognize it either. Everything's settled down there. Pretty much like any ordinary city. Are we gonna hook up with the daughter? Oh. Probably.
君が再婚した北条ってどんな人物なんだ？
北条は日系2世で、あの徳川グループの徳川製薬に勤める技術者よ。生真面目で勤勉で、とても悪いことなんかできない人。そうだ、写真持ってきたの。これが彼の写真よ。
なるほど。どう見ても悪人には見えないな。幸せそうじゃないか。
ええ。この写真預かってくださるわよね。
強引だな。
Ask about her marriage to Hojo. How'd you guys meet? I moved to the Beyond right after you went missing. After how much you hated it, I just wanted to be closer to you any way I could. I met Kenzo at that Ihonjin Matsuri run by Tokugawa. Okay, so how do I... The Ihonjin what? A festival for Japanese people on the Beyond. So why were you there? I have Japanese blood too, remember? Forgive me, Jonathan. I couldn't have survived on my own. I was lonely. I wanted someone to be there. That's when Kenzo came along. Did you notice something unusual about your husband before he disappeared? All the years I knew him, he'd been your typical company employee. He'd get up, leave for work, then come walking through the door at the end of the day. Same schedule, day in, day out. Quite a change from my hours. For the past few months, he'd been more unpredictable, you might say. You can't really draw anything concrete from that. You think he would become involved in something, though? My gut feeling. There were indications of some sort of trouble beforehand. The chances of it being a ransom kidnapping are pretty slim. Lucky, can you draw concrete? No. It's physically impossible. He'd become angry and frightened. It wasn't like him. I've never seen him break down like that before. So you're saying someone might have been targeting him for some reason? Never told me what was going on, whatever it was. The conglomerate's reach doesn't stop at Beyond. They more or less run space, and Joseph Sadaoki Tokugawa runs the group. He's just as well known on home as he is out here. If Hojo's a Tokugawa employee, I suppose we can't totally rule out that he was kidnapped. You could get good money out of that, I'd imagine. No one on Beyond would ever think of messing with Tokugawa. They're too afraid of the retaliation. It wouldn't be worth it. Like my concrete sculpture. Pretty good. What are the clues?
君の勘だけではわからないな。何か手がかりになるようなもの。
北条から預かっているものがあるの。カプセル剤と葉の切れ端なんだけど。なんだかわからないけど、重要なものらしいわ。
カプセルと葉か。
A leaf? A freaking leaf?
何かあったら、これを警察か信用のできる人のところへ届けるようにって。
信用のできる人か。
ね。蒸発なんかじゃないでしょ。
まだその手がかりの品を見せてもらってはいないが、他に何か手がかりは？
口癖のように言ってたことがあるの。プラトーに何かあるって。
プラトーに何かある。
Plato.
何のことだろう。どっちからでもいいが、それは？
これがそのカプセルよ。
何の薬だろ
う。わからないの。
徳川製薬に関係するものだろうか。
これ預かってくださる？
Will you try and get them analyzed?
じゃあもう一つのその葉の切れ端ってのは
Red pill or blue pill?
これがその葉よ。
Take both at the same
見た
time.
ことのない葉だわ。
しかしなぜ半分なんだろう。
最初から半分だったわ。
Half a leaf?
預かってくださる？それ。
See if you can get that analyzed. Plato? You've said Pluto? To be honest, I'm not so sure anymore. We still haven't been to Pluto, though.
依頼の内容については君の話で大体分かった。確かにただの蒸発じゃなさそうだ。
The leaf is a pain in the ass?
引
Okay.
き受けてくれるわよね。お金なら心配しないで。お金はドル？円？
待ってくれ、ロレイン。
Accept case, decline case.
ロレイン、即答はできないが考えておくよ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるんじゃ。
悪いがしばらく考えさせてくれないか。今日のところは。
そうね。
すまない。これは預かっておくよ。
わかった。また来るわ。週末までビバリーヒルズのホテルニューローズにいます。いつでも連絡して。ジョナサン、私許してもらおうなんて思ってない。あなたの帰りを待ちきれなかったの。ごめん。
That's not even fair!
あなたが救出された時、私心から嬉しかった。もっと早かったらすぐにでもあなたのところへ飛んで行けたのに。それが言いたかった。
ロレイン、ここへはどうやって？
ホテルで車借りたの。クラシックな感じの。
そうか。
会えてよかったわ。じゃあ。
Sorry I didn't wait for you for 25 years. Because we thought you were dead. Like, if he was in a coma, okay. Understandable. She might feel guilty. But they thought he was dead.
ロレイン、俺も会いたかった。もっと早くに。ロレイン、車から離れろ。
Lorraine! Where'd he go? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Got a gun. Do I reload? I knew I'm hitting you. You hooked up your light gun, right? go. Look. Look better than that. You know I can't do that. It's an alleyway. It goes back quite a bit. It's the dumpster. You got their menu on display in the window. The last place you want to take your kids. Why? Comes off as some innocent little bistro, but the real business is selling VR child porn. I don't even want to. We're not even going to check the asterisk. This is a strip club with dancers who've undergone complete sex changes. I was inside for a case once. They're called transgenders. People who have had a sex change through genetic modification. The city is famous for them. It's a Kojimbo game, all right. Here we go. Oh, someone's leaking.
奴はどこへ逃げた？くそ、足跡が追えない。ここには雪が入ってこなかったのか。
Blood.
地面に何かこぼれている。牛乳のような。
Milk?
白い血。人工血液なのか。
He's running artificial blood? I better save. Continues further back. The dumpster. There is just enough room for someone to hide behind it, or maybe inside it. It's the same kind as the one out by the street. Someone's placed some garbage bags next to it. Maybe it's full. Can't see very well from here. There's a drum here. Where is he? Someone wrote a naughty word. More blood? He must be around here. This was done with spray paint. Doesn't look like blood. Dumpster I saw before. I can smell it from here. Gotta get closer to check it out. Doesn't seem to be any blood stains. These garbage bags have been placed next to the dumpster, made out of biodegradable plastic. The plastic has started to decompose. They must have been here a while. It looks like the bags are full of old food. He's bleeding a hell of a lot. The trail stops here. Can't be far away. Wooden boxes. Perfect size for someone to hide behind. That's definitely one place he could be. Also right around where the blood stops. You have a perfect view of the alley from behind here. It's where his blood stops too. the building's ventilation shaft. The grate doesn't look like it's been moved. A person could never fit through there, though. These pipes. They got barbed wire on them. You can't climb these. He couldn't possibly be inside one of these. Where else could he be? The pipes. They got barbed wire on them. I doubt anyone could climb them. Must be water or electrical pipes. Would be able to reach it if you stood on top of the dumpster, though. There's just no way anyone could fit inside. What am I missing? Can't see a thing. Not hiding inside. There's no sign he used it to climb up somewhere else either. No bloodstains. Censor the profanity? Okay. Well, I don't know where he is. He could be anywhere. What am I not seeing here? Well, he can't scroll. He has to be around here. Where? You guys got any ideas? He's in your head. Huh? What did we miss? Like it's an alleyway. guy's in another country. Well, he says he could be here. We checked behind the box. We can't check the garbage because we're too far. We checked the barrel. Am I missing something? You use an item. Well, if we can, I don't know how. Same kind of setup. Same goes for these. Even without the barbed wire, they're too high to reach. Nowhere for him to hide. He must be behind the boxes. Okay. What pixel did I not click on? That other door. Oh, I didn't click on the other doorway. God damn it. Gotta be a cat. I don't want to shoot someone's cat. Rat?
Yes, sir.
Stop shooting his groin. I'm not gonna let you get away. What does it mean? It's writing. Different from the graffiti that was on the dumpster. I'll kill you! Oh my god. Concrete wall. I don't think he would hide in the same place twice. He hiding in a spot like that again? So you're gonna kill me, huh? So what's taking you so long? Show yourself, a-hole. open boxes. He's not here. For boxes. Even if you use the boxes as a foothold, you still wouldn't get anywhere. The only place someone could hide would be in that hollow over there. Dead end up here. There's no rush. Blam, blam, blam. All right. Believe the prologue is completed.
雪が止んだわ。よかった。またあなたと一緒に星が見られた。会いたかったわ。この28年間。
ロレイン、
その時計まだしてくれてるのね。
時間にルーズな俺に君がくれたものだ。
私たちの時間は止まっていたのに。ジョナサン、お願い。カレンは病気なの。助けてあげて。カレンは。
ロレイン、ロレイン、ロレイン。
知り合いか。
友人だ。古い。
かわいそうにビヨンドから来たんだろう。
いや、戻ってきたんだ。戻ってきたんだ。俺のところに。
The rain held on for all that time while you were standing in that alley not advancing. I had to make sure that I saw every single area.
本日は ASL797 便をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
当機はグラビティターンに移り、順調にビヨンドコーストへの軌道を。
I should have stayed in the alley for 25 years.
これより先は無重量状態となりますので、ご気分の悪くなられた方はウィンドウ脇の呼び出しボタンを押してお近くのスチュワーデスまでご連絡ください。
どうしたんですか？気分が悪いようですね。
宇宙は苦手で。
宇宙酔いですか？珍しいな。宇宙は初めて。
いや、昔事故で宇宙を漂流して、それで宇宙恐怖症に。
それは大変ですね。スチュワーデスに行って薬をもらったらどうです？コールボタンなら壁の赤いスイッチですよ。
いや、まだ大丈夫。
気を紛らわすには話すのが一番です。隣に座ったのも何かの縁です。よろしく。私はレッドウッドです。
Tony!
ああ、イングラムです。よろしく。
Hey Tony, how you doing? He's an unusual kind of guy. He's kind of awkward to talk to. I see you injured your arm. Just burned it a little. Must be painful. Best environment for treating a burn.
Fall on horse girls.
Oh, thank you, Para. Much appreciated. Very generous of you. The best environment for treating a burn is 0 gravity. Blow it all on horse girls. No. What is it? Something bothering you? Yeah, it's perfectly fine there, Para. But thank you. Kind of hard to judge myself objectively. You mind if we talk? Yeah. Talk about his background. Your skin looks a little... It's always been like this, yes. Why is your skin that color? Because of my artificial blood. My red blood cells are actually white. White blood? I use first generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third generation kind you see on home. Are you from beyond? Yes, I was born and raised there. I have a family matter to attend to on home. And yourself, are you a terrestrial? Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. Oh, wait. You know, going back and forth between home and beyond. Are you being funded by Majestic 12? Well, I needed a job. So, an amphibian? You were one of the amphibians? It was a long time ago, back when we were called astronauts. It may not make much sense to terrestrials, but beyond is home to me. First generation artificial blood. Are you in the military? Something like that. Yes, I'm a frozener. Frozener? So what about that injury to your arm? Yeah, what about it? Never mind. Must be a pretty busy guy. My job isn't that remarkable. Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoy it a lot there too. If you want detailed information, you should talk to the stewardess. We're approaching its 13th birthday. Oh, shoot. There are festivities going on all over the Beyond to mark the anniversary. What do you mean by frozener? A frozener is someone created from an artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government, or the breeders as we call them. The egg is later transferred to a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery. Oh yeah, I've heard a little about them. There's a severe manpower shortage in space development. You sound like I'm boring you. All frozeners have an identification code like this tagged onto her forehead. Surprising as it might seem. What does having artificial blood do for somebody? Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood. So it makes heavy blood less and less of a life-threatening condition. Body functions aren't negatively affected in areas of low oxygen density either. Yeah, it's perfect for people working in space. Why hasn't it been adopted for widespread use? A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. You need to make slight improvements to the kidneys and lungs via genetic modification and undergo regular hemodialysis. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities. It's very Snatcher-esque so far. I guess we can't really expect the public to be on it anytime soon. When are we gonna arrive? We've just passed the halfway point. I see you're very concerned with the time. I just can't seem to settle down. We just passed the halfway point. We still got a while to go. I'll show him the Lorraine photo. This is the photo of me and Lorraine when we went to Lucas World. The one I had sitting on my desk back in my office. Never hurts to think ahead. Is that your wife? No. Oh. So she's your girlfriend? That photograph looks really old. Hey, is that date correct? Yeah. Sorry, who are they? I don't know them. I wouldn't expect you to. Something about her reminds me of the woman from that other photo. I guess the ages are too far apart, though. I don't see that photo much anymore. Policenauts are from before I was born. Okay. Jonathan Ingram, that's me. I must look like hell right now. Remarkable, isn't it? An emotionless vacuum in which only the tiniest of organisms can survive. Moving your head a lot will only make your sass worse. There's a button to call the stewardess and a button for the TV there. Why not try talking to the stewardess for a bit? I'll call the stewardess over.
はい、どうなさいましたか？
What are you
顔
doing?
色が悪いですね。宇宙酔いですか？緊張なさらないで気を楽にしてください。
ありがとう。
何か私にできることございますか？
Kojima! You're really cute. Your face is a little chubby, though. In zero gravity, your blood collects in the upper half of your body, causing your face to swell a little. It's called moon face. I think I'm gonna enjoy my trip if there are girls as beautiful as you there. I'm flattered. Your uniform is a nice color. It really brings out your curves, too. You may not know that we wear a rubber undershirt, too. It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity. That's a really tight skirt. It's a special skirt designed to prevent sass. Works just like the shirt. It's pressure on the abdomen to prevent excess blood from moving to the upper half of the body as much as possible. Our entire uniform was designed that way. How come you have moon face while on Earth? Alright. So anyways, you have exquisite legs. Thank you, but in zero gravity, the legs appear thinner than normal because your blood collects the upper half of your body. It's called bird leg. Whoa, what was the other option? I can see you're one of those smooth talkers. No, Jonathan. Jonathan, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, Jonathan. Well, let's check the last area. The bow. Contrary to its appearance, this is an excellent material for zero gravity. It doesn't feel very comfortable, though. As long as it looks good. As long as it looks good. You missed an area. Oh, did I? Where's that? Could you point it to the class? Touch? Oh my god. Freaking Oyajis. Would it bother you if I touched your leg? Ah, get your hands off me! I thought I'd take a hands-on approach to learning about the effects of zero gravity, that's all. Does she have bird arms? No, it's moon arms. I'm glad I picked this flight. I might not have met such a beautiful stewardess otherwise. Well, thank you. You've got a very nice body. This is taking the sass off my mind. Suppose if it's helping. It's an explanation of the emergency life pod. Be sure to go over it. A life pod? Is that like a survival ball? No, a life pod has room for 30 people. In the event that we have to use the life pod, remember that you would be putting on your spacesuit first. Those are stored up above. Let's talk to the stewardess. Miss, yes. Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony was completed in 2010. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Are we kneeling? Yeah, we're gonna ask her to marry us. Nearly 1/3 of its current population is made up of second-generation inhabitants. The medical definition of Space Adaptation Syndrome, or SAS, is the symptom one experiences during the adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 or 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Normally, we would spend the night in an Earth-orbiting space station and then travel the rest of the way in an orbital transfer vehicle. This is a direct flight to the beyond, which takes about 2 days, so we'll be there soon. In accordance with stricter space debris regulations, the plane doesn't eject waste out into space like before. So you won't get the chance to see any space fireflies like Project Mercury's astronaut Glenn or Milky Ways like Aurora 7's astronaut Carpenter. Wait. Space food has vastly improved over the years and is actually quite tasty now. Following the latest trends on Earth, we even offer Japanese cuisine as well. However, because food doesn't taste as good in low air pressure environments, we don't bother using any exotic flavorings. No spice? I'm going to the moon, baby! The fuel tank, which contains liquid nitrogen and liquid oxygen, is considerably big, so there's only enough seating space for 30 people, including crew. So that's why the life pod holds exactly 30, huh? I've noticed it's extremely quiet on board. The walls of the plane are reinforced with piezoelectric elements. They cancel out the noise from the plane by bending in the opposite direction of the vibrations outside. So that's why it was so quiet when we were leaving the atmosphere. You think you could give me something for my sass? It must be really uncomfortable for you, but these things do take a while to take effect, you know. You might not need it in a little bit. I know, but I'd still rather take something. I think you'll be alright. We'll be arriving at Beyond shortly. What do? Do we take the medicine? Or don't take medicine? Here's the Relax Effects. Relax Effects? Who makes these? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? Oh, really? Thanks, here goes nothing. Oh, should we flirt? How does you and me having dinner under the stars after we land sound? I don't know if that's such a good idea. If you're free, how about showing a stranger around Beyond? I'm trying to do my job here, you know. I'd consider it if you worked for Tokugawa. Oh my god. Ever see the man in this photo before? Are they family members of yours? Have her stay, let her go. Go. Is there anything else I can do for you? Thanks for your time. You're welcome. Call me again if you need anything. Inspect boobs? Report!
それじゃあ。
お疲れ様でした。当機は間もなくビヨンドコースト宇宙港に到着いたします。到着ロビーにて国際宇宙検疫制度に従った消毒殺菌、入国手続きをお願いいたします。
100% boob run. Failed.
お配りしております。フライト中に体外へ流出した体液を補給するようご利用ください。本日は当 ASL のスペースプレーンをご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。またのご利用をお待ちしております。まもなくビヨンド宇宙港に接岸します。
To be fair, we didn't check out the ex-wife's boobs either, so we're on a no boob run. Maybe we'll have someone join the chat as boobless. He'll be here for a few years and then disappear. And people will keep referencing him. Disappear for 25 years. Disc 2. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 How do I do that again? How do I do this again?
CD です。ゲーム機用のデータが入っていますので再生しないでください。
エド、これだ。これが CD ロムに違いない。
やっぱりそうだ。ケースの表面のこれ、ポリスノーツだろ。
なんと、それは思いつかんかった。
What's going on? Give me a second. I'm playing the audio files, you think? I not answered disc 2? Okay. Let me check something out. Definitely opening up my... Yeah. Had to switch the discs there. I hope this works. Oh, it works! Hey! I didn't mess up! This time.
ビヨンドコースト。天と地が一つに見えるところ。ここは本当のあの世、ビヨンドかもしれん。地球でのネゴシエーター特権もここでは通用しまい。一人で北条の行方を探すのは困難かもしれない。エド・ブラウンに協力を仰ぐのが決
We go see Ed Brown?
奴なら快く引き受けてくれるはずだ。エドはビヨンド警察 BCP にいる。奴も50代半ばのはず。
Mid-50s?
ポリスノーツ時代からだから、きっと BCP でも出世してるに違いない。念のためにポリスノーツ時代の写真とロレインの写真を持ってきた。何かの役に立つかもしれない。BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。
Hey, who put the cursor on the screen? I'll save. The game has a one-handed control mode. Why? Why? It's a space plane pilot. Active amphibians can adapt to a 1G environment almost right away. That person looks like they're waiting for a flight. There's passengers everywhere. Space is within everybody's reach now. If you could go to space, would you do it? If it was affordable, like going to, okay, like the price to go from the US to Europe would be the price from going to the US to space. Would you do it? This is one of the spaceport's information areas. There's a woman sitting behind the desk. Looks like she's talking to that passenger. Space travel's a heck of a lot easier now compared to before. In our day, we had to undergo a 150-point medical exam in order to get off the ground. Yeah, but what if there's a space colony, is what I'm trying to say. They've only got a carry-on bag. It's a board displaying information about spaceplane departures and arrivals. I can't get over how many flights there are. Are there any good bars on the moon? That's probably a space station and not a moon station. It's a jumbo TV screen. It's showing news from the BBC. Would you watch the BBC on the moon?
Yoshi, BCP へ急ごう。ここが BCP か。さあ、エドに会えるといいな。
A dark future where the BBC still exists. These the police suits the BCP uses? They look like something you would take to war. This one looks the same. These the police cars they're using nowadays? They don't look any different from the ones on home. These are more my thing than these suits. Looks like an entrance. Let's go. Read the encyclopedia. What do you mean?
BCP のロビーか。広いんだな。おい、あんた、何の用だい？被害届でも出すのかい？
What is a police car? A police car the BCP uses on Beyond Coast. It produces zero exhaust emissions. In accordance with the colony's clean energy requirements, it is 6 parts electric, 4 parts solar powered, and is equipped with a linear skirt, which allows it to drive on a linear railway tracks to bypass traffic accidents or congestion in an emergency. License plates use a 3D data code system, the data of which can be read in real time. The car has its own onboard AI, making it a smart car, but it allows for manual operation as well. When pursuing a suspect, for instance, the body is constructed out of a full carbon fiber and aluminum honeycomb monocoque chassis. Yeah, we can, we can check the stuff if we wanted to. Like, we can check what's the BBC. Oh, it's Beyond Coast Broadcasting. Oh, it's not our BBC. There's a lot of stuff to read, though. An acronym for the Beyond Coast Broadcasting Company. Yeah, wouldn't it be BCBC? One of the colony's broadcasting organizations, the BBC, has long been a media innovator. For example, presenting news in a bite-sized format through informative programming such as News Order and Beyond News, popular with viewers and critics alike. Broadcasts throughout space via an array of several dozen satellites. Is that me? Let me guess, undercover and doing a bad job at it. A call girl, a staple of modern society. You're not from around here. Want to get away from here, baby? A real good price, I promise. They bring you in, did they? Something like that. So what do you say, baby? Sorry, but I've got business of my own to take care of here. What? You're one of them too? I don't believe this. I must be losing my touch. So how's business? Take a hike. Oh, okay. Wow. I bet she ends up here a lot. She's got spunk, I'll give her that. Quit staring at me, would you? It's a BCP cop. He looks like the receptionist. Maybe I'll try asking this guy about Ed.
ああ、いいかな。俺はジョナサン・イングラム。地球で探偵をしてる。
それでビヨンドまでわざわざどうしたんだい。
昔ここに勤務してたことがある。
へえ、本当かい。ぶち込まれてたってわけじゃないだろうな。
警官をしてたんだ。当時の旧友に会いに来た。
なるほど。同窓会でもしようってわけか。それで話してみな。
Ask about Ed. Well, we'll ask about the security first. How's the crime situation here these days? I know you didn't come here to ask me that. Whatever. In 30 years, what do you expect? I try to tell you it's a safe place and everything, but in reality, Beyond's the same as any big city on home. See her there? Comes with the territory. That's what always happens when a bunch of people live together. And when the city turns dirty, us cops have to play dirty. You know, I do have a job to do here. No sympathy, huh? It's been over 20 years since this place got going. Times change. AP does all the real work nowadays. They're the ones that hit the street. Old cops like me, they get the desk work. AP stands for Advanced Police. It's the elite unit the chief created. They got the latest EMPS and Frozeners. EMPS are police suits developed by the Tokugawa Heavy Industries and BCP for use in and around the colony. EMPS stands for Extravehicular Mobility Police Suit. They're the things out front, right? Yeah, I saw them. Those are the Goddard model. They're the guys born from the fertilized eggs the government's got. Normally, they get sent to the military. But the chief uses them in AP too. Yeah, they use that white artificial blood, right? I'm here to see Ed Brown. You know, the former police dot. Ed Brown, that's who you're here to see? Jesus, you came all the way from home to see him? He's in the dump. The dump? Yeah, Vice. BCP's dumping ground. He's in charge there. I was also in the dump earlier. You said Vice? You guys, if guys like us get the BS work, you can imagine the fun they have. AP handles just about everything they used to do. I still don't know why they call it Vice. Down in the basement, we call it the cave. What's that? It's dark, smelly, and weird stuff grows on the walls. That's what Ed does now?
助かったよ。その言葉は風紀課に行ってからにした方がいいぜ。
どうして？
聞かなかった方が良かったかもな。立ちの落ちぶれた姿は見たくないもんだ。
Cheer that loser? Excuse me?
地下だな、風紀課は。
あんた、エドに伝えてくれ。早くやめちまいなって。いつまでもただ飯。
The sooner he retires, the sooner he can stop pretending to do any work.
言いたけりゃ自分の口で言うんだな。
He really is me. I'm Ed.
ここが噂に名高い風紀課か。
That Meryl?
なるほど。優遇されてる部署とは思えんな。
Meryl? He's eating a hamburger. I remember me and Ed used to hit the fast food joints all the time. You hungry or something? Forget it. Don't even ask. They don't look the APs the guy in the lobby was talking about. Their complexions are normal. Got a minute? Is this Vice? What do you want? This is the basement. Toilets upstairs. Earl? She's quite a tall woman. Must be at least 6 feet. Yeah, they can't be APs. Maybe I'll try you instead. Is this the Vice unit? What's it to you? Okay. That Ed? I can't make out the face. Yeah, that's Ed, all right. Hey, Ed! He's out cold. Unbelievable. Yo, Ed, wake up, damn it!
居眠りするにはまだ早いぜ。
ジョナサン。
30年も先回りしやがって。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラムか。懐かしいな。
エドも元気そうだな。
ジョナサン、よく来てくれた。
We got some catching up to do, son.
今をもてましてる。そうだ、ビヨンドでも案内しようか。
エド、違うんだ。実は頼みがあってきたんだ。
頼み？
ああ、助けが欲しい。俺の捜査に協力してくれ。ロレインの夫、徳川製薬の北条健三という男がこのビヨンドで行方不明になっている。俺はロレインの依頼でその北条の消息を追ってるんだ。エド？
ジョナサン、すまんがそういうことなら力にはなれん。
エド、ロレインが殺されたんだ。俺の目の前で。何か大きな事件に巻き込まれたに違いないんだ。
すまん、ジョナサン。
どうしちまったんだよ、エド。いつからそんなふぬけになった？
頭を冷やせ、ジョナサン。この一件は我々の担当ではない。ホームの警察に任せるのが一番だ。
エド、
ジョナサン、BCP で俺
Ed lost his spunk.
知ってるか？ジャンク屋だ。ここはクズしか集まってこん。後がないんだ。
昔のエドはどこへ行ったんだ？俺の知ってるあのエドは。
ジョナサン、お前の知ってるエドは30歳も若いエドだ。今の俺は違う。守るべき家族もローンもある。年を取れば勇気もなくなる。
The older you get, the less chances you take.
俺はゲイツのように器用ではない。
エド、
俺はここでこの汚い地下で机にしがみついているのが精一杯だ。今のこの地位もゲイツの情けだ。
分かった。それ以上言うな。
デカ長がやらないんなら
私が手伝うわ。
メリルがやるって言うんなら。
It's Meryl? Actual Meryl?
お前たちバカなこと言うな。こんなことが上にバレたら終わりだぞ。
終わりって？デカ長、ここがその終わりなんじゃないの？
エド、俺は30年の間にいろんなものを失っちまった。ロレインも。だがこれで本当に全てを失っちまったってわけだな。無理を言ったな、エド。じゃあな。
なんてこった。あと3年だぞ。あと3年で無事定年だってのに。たくジョナサン、表だっては協力できんからな。
エド、
それから無茶はごめんだぞ。無茶は
分かってるさ、エド。心配するな。
お前の心配するのが一番心配なんだ。
3 years from retirement.
メリルにデイブ、お前らこの件には手を出すな。いいな。この件は俺の個人的な問題だ。
了解デカ長、手は出さないわ。
口は出すけどね。
たく、あ、ジョナサン、遅れたがこいつらを紹介しておく。メリルにデイブだ。メリルはホーム生まれのホーム育ち。元ハイテク特殊部隊フォックスハウンド。
Foxhound, okay.
ザンジバーランド陥落に参加した。
道理で地球なまりがひどいと思った。
よろしく、ポリスノーツさん。
デイブはビヨンド生まれ、ビヨンド育ちのビヨンズ
よろしく、ジョナサン。テレストリアルは大歓迎だよ。ホームはいいものな。僕もホームの移住願いを申請中なんだ。
よろしく、メリルにデイブ。
さて、ジョナサン、どうしよう。とりあえず BCP 内を案内しようか。お前もポリスノーツだったんだ。興味はあるだろ。
Zanzibar Land is Metal Gear 2 and 1? Like the OG Metal Gears. What's up? Why'd you become a cop? Well, as you know, I was born here on the Beyond. I've never been outside the cylinder. I became a cop because I thought I could get a transfer to home. It takes time for Beyonds to obtain an immigration visa. Sometimes years. It's not easy either. With all the checks they do. You're lucky, Jonathan. I'm a pretty ordinary guy. My interests aren't that different from most anybody else's. Can we talk about home instead? I want to know more about it. I can understand why you're into home so much, but it's not as nice a place as you think. It doesn't matter how nice you think it is. I'm dying to go there just once. Have to experience it for myself. Is this just sci-fi Lethal Weapon? Yes. Yes. What are your hobbies? I guess my favorite thing to do is building kits with a box of maximum burgers. PVC you get here is made in zero gravity, so you don't get any air bubbles or warping or bumps. Everything comes out real nice. They're better built and cheaper than the models you find on home. He does have the McFly outfit. You like scale models? I'm into sci-fi monsters like the ones you see in the old tokusatsu flicks. Like, are you gonna rate the asterisk for maximum burgers? Sure, give me a second. Maximum, a major fast food restaurant chain started in outer space that specializes in hamburgers. Hamburgers are easy to eat in space. and other weightless areas, hence the company's choice of menu items. A maximum restaurant can be found in nearly every space facility today, and in many areas of Earth as well. Also known for its establishment of an automated drive-thru for amphibians in a remote area of the solar system in 2037. Sells 2 types of meals, the 1G meal and the 0G meal. Its most popular offering is the cow burger, which is high in calcium. What's that shirt you're wearing? It's from the repatriatist movement. Repatriatist movement. I'm a Mankind should return to home. We don't belong out here. Jesus, Dave, not so loud. You can kiss your job goodbye if Brass found out you were a repatriatist. A repatriatist? Yeah, a repatriatist. Outer space is becoming more and more polluted every year. The movement says we should cease all space exploration and development and return home. It's a repatriatist shirt. Pretty nice, huh? Is that a bulletproof vest? It's a life preserver. I just like the way it looks. Plus, like most of the people here, I don't know how to swim, so I guess you could say that's the other reason I wear it. You don't need to wear a vest on the Beyond. They send EMPS to all the trouble spots. There's no such thing as safe to a cop. You can never be too careful. Relax, Jonathan. Goggles? What kind of sensors do those goggles have? None. These are the type of goggles biplane pilots wore back in the 20th century. One of my dreams is to fly a hang glider on home. Have nothing between me and the wind. Now that I think about it, there aren't any aircraft in there, are there? Nope, no gliders, planes, choppers, nothing. So we got a life preserver and a pair of goggles, so what's the point? How would you ever use them here? Oh, I most certainly do. Yeah, how? They make me feel good, and really, that's all that matters. Your nose is a little red. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I guess I do rub it a lot. Dave, what's up? When I was a kid, Beyond was a safe place. That's why I decided to become a cop. I figured it wouldn't be a dangerous job. Had no idea. Sorry to hear that. Then all the dirtbags started showing up. Our job is to put away as many of those dirtbags as we can. Alright, let's check out Meryl. Meryl! You got a cute face. I bet you have a flirty side to you. You should ask the chief about the last guy who hit on me. Don't call me cute again. I hate jokes. So what should I say? Inspect boobs. Okay. How about, oh Meryl, you're simply radiant. Radiant? You really fill out that shirt. What do you expect? I'm a woman. Even if I don't always act so ladylike. Why, you want to get to know me more? Nah, I'd probably break something. Wimp. Is that a real tattoo? No, it's just a paint tattoo. It stays on for about half a year. I'm still a woman after all. That's an unusual earring. I made it from a bullet I got shot with. It missed my heart by a fraction of an inch. I keep it for good luck. It's quite the knife. It's a Nishio combat knife. For protection, I've carried one ever since I was in the military. No one would ever go after you. Is that bandana for zero gravity? No, sweat. I got it from one of the instructors in Foxhound. He said it would keep the angel of death away. It has saved my butt a number of times. Most of them have been for stopping bleeding. You seem really into combat. Is all this stuff you've got? Don't get me wrong, I don't like killing people. It's the tension of the battlefield I love. Your hair is kind of bushy, like an afro or something. Must be a lot of work. Actually, it's easier for me that way. Brushing your hair all the time is a pain, I think. What would that hairstyle, by any chance, have to do with combat too? You know, I've never thought about it like that before. Meryl? What? You can put that knife away. I won't fight you. Sorry, what? What did you say? Sorry, what? Wait, did you say you like me? I'm not even gonna try. Why don't you tell me about yourself? That's a surprise. No one's ever said that to me before. Not in person, anyway. I'm mainly into bikes and combat. I like men, but not in that way. What way? Of course, ever since I came here, half of me has died. You can't ride bikes on the colony. Well, you can, but only electric ones. What an odd thing to say. They don't let you import gas engine models. A bike's nothing without the speed. You wouldn't be much without the military either, huh? So you were in the military on home. Why did you join? Everyone in my family was in the military. I guess that's why. I think they kind of hoped I would. Probably did. It's in your genes. That bandana and the earring, not to mention the tattoo. You really want to know about me? You'll find out soon enough. But enough with my boobs! This should be about the background for the channel. Oh, I wasn't trying to make a move or anything. I just couldn't help but notice them, that's all. That's what all terrestrials say. Got us there. What's it like working here? Advice? Pretty boring. Catching Johns and prostitutes with undercover stings, basic patrols of the colony, that kind of stuff. What do you mean boring? There's this big area for prostitution in the center of the colony called the Kabuki Quarter. Tourists from home like to go there for their zero-gravity sex. We arrest them. They get out on bail. It's an endless cycle. I don't like it there because I get sass since I'm a terrestrial. Is it called the Kabuki Quarter? There was this red light district in the late 20th century Japan known as Kabukicho. There was an explosion in the number of cases the STBO in Japan back then. Kabukicho was hit particularly hard. Our friends packed up and moved things here. There are rumors Tokugawa helped them fund the place as a gesture towards his employees. Alright, oh. Here's my Policenauts photo. You look so young here, Chief.
ヨナさん、それじゃあ BCP 内を案内しようか。
いいのか？
いいんだよ。お前を一人にする方が心配だ。びっくりするぞ。 ここはホームの警察とはかなり違う。さあ、どこへ案内しよう。
Let's go in the lobby.
ここが BCP の正面玄関のロビーだ。大きさを無視すればホームの警察と大差はないはずだ。
整然としすぎてるがな。
よう、ドクトル先生。
わしはビクトルじゃ。いつになったらちゃんと呼んでくれるんじゃ。
諦めた方がいい。エドは物覚えが悪いんだ。
お、誰じゃねその人は。
ジョナサン、紹介するよ。BCP の鑑識を担当しているビクトル・ユルゲンス先生だ。
よろしく。ジョナサン・イングラムだ。 OLA で探偵をしている。
ほう、あんたがあの有名なイングラム飛行士？若い頃あんたの火星有人飛行の中継をワクワクして見ていたよ。そうか、戻ってきたんじゃな、あんたのホームに。よろしくな。
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should probably call it there for today. We're gonna take a inspect the doctor's boobs. There's blood on your clothes. I should think so. I've had this gown since my first autopsy. That's weird. It holds the blood of every single body I've looked at over the years. I could say a piece of their souls too. Right. Anyways, we're gonna take a small break and then we'll segue into Age of Mythology Retold after the break, so stay tuned.